What I'm doing right now is making a template for my rear floor pan where the roll cage came through, where we had to cut the floor out. I've got this hard paper. This is the same size tubing that the rear bar is made out of. I'm just going to lay this paper on the top of this tubing, and I'm going to go around it with the hammer. Now you got a perfect circle. Now I'm going to take it and fold it in half because we have to go around the pipe with two different pieces. And we'll go over to the truck and I'll show you how I finish this. Hopefully you can see that. Yep, I had skin cancer. They cut it out. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get back to work. Now that we know that goes around, we're going to take and cut this in half. That isn't what I wanted. So when I know I cut the template too short, I take a marker and I just mark this right here. That way I know when I'm cutting my piece of metal, I'll make it a little long there and I'll shave it down with the grinder as I'm putting it in. So now that I've got this laid up there, I'm going to take my hammer and I'm going to go around where the metal is. You can feel it with your hand, and I'm just going to tap. I'm just going to tap with the hammer so it cuts the paper, or at least gives me my line. Okay. I'm actually not going to go to the cab. I'm going to put it right where it used to be. Shoot. So that's this side. Now for this one. This one's going to be a little more challenging. Okay. I'm not going to be able to use the hammer, so I'm just going to use my fingers. I'm going to push this paper up against the metal to make a line. You can kind of fold the paper down. And now I can see on the paper exactly where to cut. And I'm not trying to get a professional job here. I'm just trying to cover this up, and then I'm going to go over it with seam seal. But that works perfect. It's exactly what I need. And then this will go lay on a piece of sheet metal and cut it out. So I've got my template. I got my piece of metal. I'm going to take my template. I'm going to lay it on here. I'm going to use the edges if I can, so I have to cut less. Mark it out. And we're going to cut the whole piece. Because we'll cut the hole out last. Which I should have marked the hole first. Okay? I'm using a plasma cutter. You could do this with a grinder. You could do it however you wanted to. But I got a plasma cutter, so I'm going to use that. Well, here's our outside piece. Definitely needs some trimming on the circle. Same thing here. Yep. And look at that. That is exactly what I want. Now I just need to work. I think I'll go ahead and tack that one in. Whenever you got a spot like this where you've got a thicker piece of metal and you're welding in a thin piece, run your MIG off of the, you want your wire to hit the thick metal and let it roll down into the thin sheet metal. Otherwise, if you hit the thin metal first, you won't get a pool, it'll just make a hole. And it'll be a lot harder to clean up afterwards. Now that I got that nice and hot, I can't keep screwing around with this. We're going to weld that. It's not ideal. That is not my finest work. The hard part is we're in a hurry and I've got to get this done. I've got today and tomorrow to get my list done. And I have like a half a day tomorrow. I've got some steel wool I'm going to put in these corners. In 1946, they didn't care about holes. And that's hot. I'm going to get a screwdriver. Over here. Found one. Good old Amazon. This says auto glass. Not really what I wanted. But it said it was going to be here next day, and it is. Two sets of gloves. We're going to need them. This one looks fancy. I know it looks like crap, but man, is it going to be quiet compared to what it was. The exhaust dumps right underneath this roll bar, and it's way too much. Well, that's how I patched my cab corner. It definitely could have turned out better, but man, this adhesive is going to make it a lot quieter with the exhaust dumping out right here, and water won't come up through the cab. I definitely would do a better job if I wasn't in such a rush. I know you probably hear that on everybody's channel, but I've got 2 days left to really get this thing dialed in, and then I've got 800 miles I've got to put on it. So I want everything to be as quiet as possible and safe, of course, and the safety is what's more critical. I've got to do side glass and a bunch of other stuff on the list. But anyway, thanks for hanging in there. That's how I would do a patch. I would just take more time next time and make it fit better and clean everything up really well so it'll weld nice. There'll be more videos on that when we get back to the gasser. The fit and finish I'm going to do on that is going to be a little more spot on because I'll have more time. On this I took a lot of time to do the floor pans in here, but of course I didn't video any of that. But anyway, thanks for hanging in there. I really appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.